Every single Final Fantasy game 1 through 10, each reviewed in 10 seconds or less. Final Fantasy 1. Pretty outdated by today's standards. Sometimes hard to figure out what to do or where to go if you just spam through the text, and it's pretty darn hard. Doesn't make it bad, just hard to get into. Final Fantasy 2. Talk about a pretty different sequel. You may have heard about this game's weird way of leveling, and yeah, it's pretty bad. The game itself is okay. I'd say it's a bit of a step down from the first one, but it's not exactly terrible. Final Fantasy 3. Out of the original 3 games, this one's the best by far. Bigger world, bigger threat, bigger everything. Not to mention the job system's a great way of giving you many different possibilities for your party. Final Fantasy 4. Now that the series is on better hardware, the games can really take a step up. The biggest difference jumping from the original trilogy is the story. Much grander and more epic in comparison. The game is just also fun in general. Final Fantasy V. This game takes the job system from Final Fantasy 3 and gives it a makeover with plenty more things to do. The story is pretty stupid, and the overall tone is lighter compared to 4, which I'm not too big a fan of, but I think that was the intention. Final Fantasy VI. Hands down one of the greatest games ever made. Everything is perfect. The story, the characters, the gameplay, is all perfect. Add on one of, if not the greatest villain to ever grace gaming, and you have a true masterpiece on your hands. Final Fantasy VII. The big one. The popular one. And it is my personal favorite. It may not be the best in the series due to some minor shortcomings, but it is my favorite. All of the characters are iconic, the score is fantastic, and it truly feels like something is at stake as you fight to save the world. Final Fantasy VIII. I feel like this one gets a bit of a bad reputation. It's different, but I never really minded grinding in RPGs, which there's a lot of in this game. You can pretty much break the game over your knee if you know what you're doing, and I take some satisfaction in that. Final Fantasy IX. Returning back to the medieval fantasy setting, Final Fantasy IX is a lighthearted, overall fun game with some interesting themes and characters. The thing that really got on my nerves is how slow the ATB timer is, but that's just me. Final Fantasy X. This game really redefines what fantasy is, which is what the developers are trying to do. I feel like the battle system's a really nice change from the usual, and while Titus can really grind my gears sometimes, I still feel like this game is pretty good. Yeah, no, I'm getting a drink or something, I swear, this is... So I just finished editing this video and I found out some channel did the exact same thing, but I'm not ditching this video because I had a lot of fun making it. If you want to see any more of these types of videos, let me know in the comments. If you're new, please like, subscribe, helps me out a lot. Check out these other videos I have here. I don't know, that's pretty much it. Thank you, have a good day.